English Grammar Tenses course. Why Beautiful English?
Hi everybody, I am Teacher Vlad and the best, the most beautiful and the most effective speaking training system, Beautiful English. Everybody who wants to learn speaking English fluently and correctly should learn speaking English with Beautiful English. However, I cannot say that I am a very good teacher. There are many other teachers who are better than me because they teach fast and easy English. Look at this slide. Learn English in a month. Fast English. Easy English. Fluent in 3 months. Fluent in 1 month. And even fluent English speaking in 7 days. There are a lot of books and a lot of online and offline English programs that offer fast and easy English. And most English learners learn English with such programs. Then they write comments like those. I really suck in speaking English. Why I can understand everything in this video, but I can't speak properly in English. I understand everything, but I can't speak it properly. And many other comments like those. Now let's have a look at this slide. It shows what you should have to learn speaking English. Vocabulary, grammar knowledge, speaking practice, enough time and enough effort. If you have a vocabulary at least about 3,000 words, if you learn grammar properly, if you have enough speaking practice, if you spend enough time and put a great effort into mastering English, you will reach fluency. What can you reach within a month? Maximum 300 words and a level of a 3-year-old baby. Does anyone believe that with 300 words vocabulary, without any serious grammar knowledge, without enough speaking practice, without enough time and effort, one can achieve fluency? Learning English like that is like trying to cross a river through a broken bridge. Forget about it. It's impossible. To understand why it's impossible, watch this video fragment in which Laura Boyd, a Canadian neuroscientist and physical therapist, explains why we need to spend enough time and put a great effort into getting one or another physical skill.
The key to each of these changes is neuroplasticity. So what does it look like? So your brain can change in 3 very basic ways to support learning. And the first is chemical. So your brain actually functions by transferring chemical signals between brain cells, what we call neurons, and these trigger a series of actions and reactions. So to support learning, your brain can increase the amount or the concentrations of these chemical signaling that's taking place between neurons. Now, because this kind of change can happen very rapidly, this supports short-term memory or the short-term improvement in the performance of a motor skill. The second way that the brain can change to support learning is by altering its structure. So during learning, the brain can change the connections between neurons. Now here, the physical structure of the brain is actually changing, so this takes a bit more time. These types of changes are related to long-term memory, the long-term improvement in a motor skill. Now, these processes, they interact, and let me give you an example of how. So we've all tried to learn a new motor skill. Maybe playing the piano, maybe learning to juggle. You've had the experience of getting better and better within a single session of practice and thinking, I've got it. And then maybe you've returned the next day and all those improvements from the day before, they're lost. What happened? Well, in the short term, your brain was able to increase the chemical signaling between your neurons. But for some reason, those changes did not induce the structural change that are necessary to support long-term memory. Remember that long-term memories take time, and what you see in the short term does not reflect learning. It's these physical changes that are now going to support long-term memories and chemical changes that support short-term memories.
As you see, learning needs time and effort because in order to memorize something and to be able to keep it in mind for a long time, our brain should change its physical structure. And it is the reason why fast and easy learning methods don't work. You see, our brain is the same physical organ as any other part of our body. That is why, the same as any other muscle of our body, our brain needs long and intensive training to develop one or another skill. You and many other English learners can speak English after many years of learning English because you learn English instead of learning speaking English. To learn speaking English means a serious and long work on extending vocabulary, on learning grammar, and which is the most important, on practicing speaking English. That is why I don't teach English and I don't teach fast and easy English. I teach speaking English. And now, in order not to waste your time and money in vain, you should decide if you want to learn English or you want to learn speaking English. If you want to learn English and think that a 3-year-old baby level is enough for you, perhaps you should learn fast and easy English. However, if you want to learn speaking English and master English on a high level, you should learn speaking English with beautiful English. To help English learners to learn speaking English successfully, I have worked out beautiful, learners-friendly, and very effective speaking learning tools and speaking simulators. While making my lessons and courses, I use rainbow colors and pictures so that my students can clearly see a sentence structure and grammar elements and understand everything easily and without translation. My English Grammar Tenses course is different from all the other similar courses because I make my students work not only with words and phrases, but also with whole texts and dialogues. When you learn only words and phrases, you don't have the whole picture of a language in your brain. Working with whole texts and dialogues, you see the whole language structure, you see how sentences are made, how they are connected with each other, and you also hear how a text or a dialogue sounds. My English Grammar Tenses course is big, serious, and very effective. It consists of about 20 lessons, and each lesson consists of about 10 videos. It has everything to help you to understand English grammar and to start speaking fluently and correctly in all the grammar tenses. Each lesson starts with the lesson overview video in which I explain everything about the lesson grammar. Watch it attentively and try to understand what I say. If you don't understand the text, watch the transcript video. If you see unknown words, Google them, translate, write down in your exercise book, and memorize them. Do it with every unknown word which you meet while learning speaking English. Translate the text into your language. Then watch again and try to repeat everything you hear. Our speaking muscles need the same long and intensive training as any other muscles of our body. That is why the more you speak, the better your speaking muscles work. Then you will work with my beautiful and very effective speaking training tools and speaking simulators. Grammar section and grammar lingua card. Color schemes. Talking lingua card. Many lessons have a conversation section and a dialogue. Working with the conversation section is very important because it contains exercises designed for developing fluency. In each conversation section, I explain some difficult grammar constructions that you can encounter with in a dialogue. And I also give exercises to practice making sentences with those grammar constructions. Then you will watch a dialogue in which teacher John talks with his student Nick. Hi everybody. In the dialogue, you will hear questions like, "You live with your parents, don't you?" It is an example of a so-called tag question. Hi Nick, how are you today?
I am fine, thank you. But I am a bit nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Because I am afraid that my English isn't good enough.
Hi, Nick.
Good afternoon, Teacher John.
Oh, it's nice to be here inside this nice, comfortable cafe. It's raining cats and dogs outside. Do you like rainy weather, Nick?
No, I don't like autumn.
Why autumn? I asked you about weather. Do you know what is weather?
Perhaps while watching a dialogue for the first time, you will not understand anything at all. Listen again and again. If you still don't understand, watch the dialogue transcript video, write down and memorize all the unknown words, translate the dialogue into your language and watch again. Hi everybody! I hope you have successfully learned the first lesson about the present simple tense, done all the exercises, and learned making correct English sentences with this grammar tense.
Hi, Nick.
Good afternoon, Teacher John.
Oh, it's nice to be here inside this nice, comfortable cafe. It's raining cats and dogs outside. Do you like rainy weather, Nick?
No, I don't like autumn.
Why autumn? I asked you about weather.
It would be very useful, and I advise you to do that if you listen and write a dialogue down into your exercise book. Watching a dialogue, always try to repeat everything Teacher John and his student Nick say. It will be a very good gymnastic for your brain and for your speaking muscles. You will not be able to reach fluency without repeating dialogues. Repeating dialogues will help you to understand spoken English. If you want to reach fluency, you should work out each dialogue in the way I explained above. To finish with, you will have to do writing exercises. Writing exercises will help you to review the lesson learning material and get additional language skills. Do all the exercises properly, especially exercises on unscrambling sentences and making questions to all parts of speech exercises. You should understand that if you want to master English on a high level, you should have all the language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You should do all the exercises properly because each exercise is designed so that to develop one or another language skill. There are also 4 review lessons with speaking tests, speaking exercises, and dialogues. Learn them and do all the exercises properly. As you see, the English Grammar Tenses course is a serious and very effective learning tool that can really help you to master English and to start speaking fluently and correctly. So what are you waiting for? If you really want to reach fluency and accuracy in English, take the English Grammar Tenses course and start speaking English fluently and correctly right now. I will also be very thankful to you if you express your opinion about my lessons and courses. Don't forget to subscribe to the mailing list and to my YouTube channel to be the first to know about new courses, blogs, and discounts. Stay safe and secure. I wish you good luck in mastering English. Yes, with beautiful English you can do it.